What it is, yo? What's up? It's your boy Corrosive, and I'm back at it with an adventure time. Come along with me on this adventure through Baldur's Gate. And yeah, I just got my hands on this game recently, and yeah, if y'all don't know now, you know. If I have like 4 hours to play a game like regularly, this game keeps me up, and I end up playing this game for like 6 hours every time I sit down and trying to play, for better or for worse, right? And honestly, this game it feels that adventure time, that adventure like angst in me. You know what I'm saying? It really does satisfy that craving for exploration and interaction. I didn't realize how enjoyable it is to improve the social links in the game, with some of the characters that you give a fuck about. Me personally, I just give a fuck about all the chicks on my team. I know that sounds fucked up, but the one dude that I want to like try to learn more about is the vampire elf. And when I first met him, he tried to, and I invited him back to my camp. He tried to bite my neck like night one. So me and my whole crew almost stomped his ass out because that's not cool. You don't do that on night one, especially if I don't, if it, like, you know what I'm saying. I just met you. I invite you to my crew. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw you on the ship. We on the same ship, right? We got some. They put this like fucking thing in our heads, right? You know what I'm saying? That Bluetooths our brains together. Of course, I'm gonna invite you to my posse because if I figure out how to pull that shit out of my brain without killing myself, I'm gonna let you know too. Why? Because that's just the good thing to do. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be all friendly with this nigga, and you know, first night the nigga try to bite me. I'm like, I had to get my demon bitch on him, and we almost had to stomp his ass out right then and there. And she, bro, and there are like the characters in this game, like they're a treat, bro. Like Shadowheart, definitely number one. If you don't know, now you know. I fuck with healers, and if you're a healer and you're a woman, you got a special place in my heart. I'll always treat you right. You know what I'm saying? And funny enough, like there's gonna be a point in this recording where it gets a little Shadowheart specific, and I do spend the extra time to look for some quality stuff for Shadowheart specifically, just to make her happy. You know what I'm saying? Because she spends her time healing me, making sure I'm alive. So I gotta always boost her morale, get her feeling good, feeling right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is my squad. You know what I'm saying? Like for right now, I definitely think I'm gonna kick out Clay or whatever his name is, or whatever my nigga name is, because in one part of this recording, I'll see that nigga don't do shit, and it pissed me off because it made the fight that I subsequently got into 5 times harder because I like it wouldn't give him a turn to where I could move him forward to get like really into the confrontation. So that man was just sitting back with popcorn, watching everybody get in a scuffle, and I'm over here like, nigga, what you doing, bro? Get in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't invite you, bitch. Invite you to this shit to drink tea, bitch. Like you need to get in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And suffice to say, like I ended up surviving the fight, thank the Lord. But you know what I'm saying? Some of these fights be really perilous. These fights be really treacherous. I'm on the normal difficulty in this game, right? Before I go to the hard mode, I like to at least understand like some more of the builds. Though there aren't a lot of builds like classes. Now, let me not say builds, but classes that I really pick. You know what I'm saying? I always fuck with Warlock. Warlock is just kind of like it's my cup of tea for real. Like I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with Warlock just because I like magic and I like swords. You know what I'm saying? There's no spellcaster. There's no spell sword. But Warlock is a great second, you know what I'm saying? So I rep that shit. Um, but when I go into hard mode, I would like to know like a little bit more about say the mage class because I like doing magic too. You know what I'm saying? Even though the magic nigga I found is a complete waste of goddamn time. How you gonna tell me you magic right? But you gotta eat magic to do magic. Like the fuck you trying to tell me, nigga? Like that's the most irrelevant shit I've ever heard. But suffice it to say, I ain't gonna diss the man. I'm just gonna kick him out of my party. As soon as I could have replaced that nigga, as soon as I could replace him, I replaced his ass, and I feel so much better for it. He was like, at one point in my run in my adventure time, the man was just a wet blanket on my shit, bro. And like when I'm trying to I'm getting it going with fucking Shadowheart, my man judging me on the side like while he drinking wine like the gay dude in the party. I'm like, nigga, like what's wrong with you for real? You know what I'm saying? Like Like, what's wrong with you for real? Like, I don't know if that nigga gay, but he was acting like a just gay dude, like, for a minute. And I'm over here, I'm looking at him like, bro, what's wrong with you for real? Like, y'all, you need to buck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's neither here nor there. Like, it was just that I bring it up because it was such a weird conversation. I wanted to talk to him to see how he was holding up because I could not find any magic weapons for this nigga to eat, and he was just kind of like he looked like he was hungry. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I feel bad for that nigga, so I want to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? And he over here, and again, he over here with wine in his hand like some grumpy ex-girlfriend talking about, I see what you do with Shadowheart here, and I do not approve. You should be careful. I'm over here like, nigga, I choose my company whatever the fuck I want. I didn't ask for your goddamn permission. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I don't know. That nigga rubbed me the wrong way. I had to kick his ass out. He fucking up the function for real. But suffice it to say, you know what I mean? That stuff in and of itself, what is like enjoyable, like that interaction, because I didn't expect it. You know what I'm saying? Even again, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's another part in the in this recording, right, where I interact with I have a chat dialogue with another NPC, right, and this NPC, boy, howdy, this girl crazy, man. But I'm not gonna get into it. I'm gonna wait until we get there for me to talk about it, right? But so far, like, again, if you don't know now, you know. I really fuck with the fantasy shit. Like, fantasy shit is like A1. It's the best shit out there because like it's not that hard to do well, but we weren't in an era of technology where it could be done correctly, especially with stuff like Dungeons and Dragons, right? And I just feel like Baldur's Gate is like the best Dungeons and Dragons game, period. You see me, you hear me laughing, right? Because like my team comp, my my team comp is really good at doing something specific, and it's pushing niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like in the literal sense or in the physical sense of just like pushing niggas, right? And when you push a nigga off height and they lose like 8 health, to me like that shit's just funny. It sucks when it happened to me, but like when it happened to them though, I shit you not, it got me hee hee and hoo, and you hear me in the back, bro. Like that shit funny as fuck. Yeah, I like if it's the like so long as it doesn't happen to my main character, Shadowheart, on my demon chick, like anybody get pushed off the thing, I'm laughing low key because it's just it's fucking funny, dude. Like you just got pushed, bro, off of a 2-story building, and now you gotta get up, but you have a chance being stuck like prone on the ground until you get a save roll, right? And if you don't get that save roll, bro, you just stuck on that bitch, and it's just funny. It's funny, like those kinds of interactions to me are hilarious, like because it just showed extra thought, extra planning. You know what I'm saying? It gives fruit to more strategies, even though you see me right now, I'm getting fucked. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. In a game like this, you gotta fight a fight a couple of times in a situation to really figure out like what to do in the shit. You know what I'm saying? And though it can get frustrating, it can get annoying. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going back down. I'm just gonna figure it. I'm gonna get smarter about it, and then I'm gonna fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? That's just it is what it is. You know, I ain't gonna change. You know, I'm just gonna get better. But like, you know, what can I say about this game? Like, dude, the entry into this game, bro, had me mad nervous. Like, I've never been nervous at the start of a game as much as in Baldur's Gate because you pull up in a bit, and you in a spaceship with tentacle monsters, bro. Almost starting off like a bad hands high, and I'm over here like, bro, what the fuck? And we in space, dragons are shooting fire and shit. I'm like, bro, it's a lot of things going on. And I just woke up out this pod, my brain hurting. I'm trying to rescue people off the ship, and you fuck it up. And see, I was nervous, right? Because I found Shadowheart in the ship, right? I was trying to pull her ass out the pod so she could come roll out with me when the ship crashed. The shit, I couldn't pull her out the pod, bro. Like it told me some access denied type shit, and I was like, the fuck you mean, boy? And so I couldn't get the little shorty out. So I'm like, well, Shadowheart, you might die. I might not ever see you again. So I blew her a kiss, and I had to dip out. You know what I said? I said, deuces. to the shawty, and I left. I was so sad. And then y'all tell me how I see Shadowheart banging on the door after I crash landed. I'm stumbling after I stabbed a brain, talking to me like protect me, talking to me while he in another nigga's skull like protect me and we'll be friends. I'm over here. I didn't trust that shit. I got my sharpened thumbnail. I jabbed it in that motherfucker, and all of a sudden it's like you tried to hurt us, and I had to fight them things, bro. That was a mess, bro. I wonder if I had that little jit with me when I got off the ship, because there were a bunch of other of them hoes once you get off the ship, and that shit was a mess, boy. It was a mess, boy. Like I had to fight them things. Some things were doing like double digits, and I just got off the ship. I'm barely hitting 5. I'm like, God damn, I got 5 on it. You hit me with 15, nigga. Like, shit, calm down. I get Oko out the ship. Like it was some crazy ass shit, bro. I ain't never going back over there. I killed all them brains. On God, I killed all them brains. Cause after getting one hit by some ugly ass looking brains that almost look like some alien dogs, I was like, listen, I'm gonna stomp your whole crew out, and then I ain't never coming back to this spot again. This shit was terrible. It's getting a 2-star review on Yelp. You feel me? Type shit. Like it ain't got no good food in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to Mexico, expecting to eat nothing but Spanish food, and all of a sudden you stuck eating pizza and Italian shit. Like the fuck? Type shit. But I was bamboozled for real. Is what I'm trying to get at. But you know what? I didn't care too much because I saw Shadowheart banging on the door trying to get into some church. And I'm over here pulling up on Shorty like, what you even doing over here? I thought you was stuck in the pot, girl. Like I thought you were dead for real. She over here like, nah, I bust out of that shit. And then you know what, we roll. You know what I'm saying? We've been together ever since. You know my my day one still with me. What's up? But yeah, you know like I know there are ways. Well, I haven't really seen other gameplay of it. I've seen some, like I've seen one other person's uh gameplay of it, but he was doing it with a friend. And when I got into that gameplay, it was way past the beginning. They were doing some other shit, and honestly, I haven't even gotten into some of the shit that I seen them do, which I might have to go do a little bit more exploring. But who knows? Like I personally I have uncovered all
Oh
of the
my
surface
god.
world to my knowledge. That's why you see me in the in the underground right now, because again I just want to see what they got, and I'm looking for a nigga right now because he on my bingo list. Y'all see who I'm talking about once I get back to talking to this one nigga who set me on. He's not even a nigga, man. Like he was a mushroom, right? And I was about to eat his ass ready to trip balls, right? But then he started talking to me in my mind's eye, right? And I'm over here like, damn, bro, that was trippy. I didn't even get to eat you yet. And then he gave me a name, and then he sang me a song and shit. And then I'm like, damn, bro, like, y'all some cool dudes. And then he said, all right, man, since we cool now, he dapped me up and he said, go kill this nigga for me, and I got some things for you. And I'm like, all right, man, bet. And so now, you see me, I slid on this nigga right now for this talking mushroom, that I met and in my mind's eye, and it was a crazy adventure, man. I wish you guys were there, man. But you know what I'm saying? Some of that shit I had to keep on the down low, because he be talking about not everybody allowed over on his side, right? So you gotta really know him for real to be allowed on his side, right? But hey, just between me and you though, just to get into the block, right? I had to kill a couple of his homies, cause you know what I'm saying, they wouldn't let me in, and I was trying to figure out like what the fuck going on for real. You know what I'm saying. I'm a good guy. I like to help out. You gotta let me in through the door though. Take me to your leader type shit on some we come in peace type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like yeah. So suffice it to say, like yeah, like they didn't even see the crime scene. It was at the front doorstep too. Ain't nobody went investigating nothing. Again, they need to get the Scooby Doo crew to find them
Son
clues,
of a
bro.
bitch.
They're already together, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
But like it was whatever, dog. It's old news now. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. But it was funny. It was funny though. If you were there, it was funny though. But suffice it to say again, like this game is good. This game is great. Like I'm generally excited to see the other parts of it. Again, I'm still in the beginning stages. Like there are other parts that I haven't gone to yet, because it just simply tells me my team too weak, and I don't want to go stomping around in some shit. Just this spot alone, just to get into this spot alone, I was clenching my ass tighter than a bitch because I was the monsters in there got down near 100 hit point, and I'm like, damn nigga, I'm hitting like 10. If I get a crit, I'm lucky to hit an 11. So I'm over here like, the fuck I'm gonna fight a 100 plus hit point monster for 90 hit point monster for. You know what I'm saying? But then I came back a little later after I found a demon shorty and my nigga that I'm about to replace. Uh, you know what I'm saying? And I had a full stack. I had a full stack of 4 at the when I first came here. I only had 3, and one of them niggas was a wet blanket in my entire parade, so I had to get rid of that shit. But yeah, like as soon as I got right, I came right back. You know what I'm saying? Um, but like this game really does hit you with that vibe of, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run, and count your blessings because they'll shoot you with a gun if you stupid. But you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, it's just fun. Like I'm not a gambler, right? I'm not a gambler, but I be blowing on the dice every time I'm rolling, bro. You feel me? And I'm hoping high every time, bro, because I wanna get that extra dialogue exchange, bro. I wanna get them high crits. You feel me? I'm trying to get the extra whoozy what's its and the extra things on my attacks off the high rolls and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's fun gambling. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, I am losing something. If I low roll and I crit miss, that shit make me mad as fuck. Almost makes me want to bite a can off with like the top of a can off with my teeth, my bare teeth, because I get so goddamn angry. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like this game make a nigga feel something named me, and I don't feel shit, so I'm down. You know what I'm saying? It's good for me. You know what I'm saying? At least I get to feel something. You know what I'm saying? Other than nothing. But suffice it to say, you know what I'm saying? It's a good time. It's a good time. I can't hate on it. Y'all. If you don't know, now you know. I said it before. But if you didn't hear me again. I love me a good adventure, and this is like crack in a school zone. If you like D&D, if you a fantasy nigga, you know what I'm saying? If you like Marvel, you like different universes and shit, you like sci-fi shit, you know what I'm saying? You a stoner and you partake in the magic, you know what I'm saying? You gonna fuck with this game. You know what I'm saying? If you even know what a constellation is, you might fuck with this game. Low key. Cause why? Cause it's different, bro. It's a different way to perceive an adventure. And it's not even like it's like they reinvented the wheel. They just gave you something, a turn-based game, which I personally love turn-based games. I really wanted to play Fire Emblem, but I don't have a Switch. I want to get a Switch just to play Fire Emblem and Super Smash again. And because they brought the Kirby racing game back, I definitely want to play that bitch because that was the game that got me into Mario Kart. I can't not get that game now that they got it remastered. You know what I'm saying? I can't ignore it. it I I remember that shit when I was like fucking like 9, playing that shit on the GameCube. You know what I'm saying? Like they're bringing back GameCube shit, old GameCube shit, and you think I'm not gonna fucking cop? You goddamn you lost your goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and the fact that it makes me wanna like reminisce about that old shit. You know what I'm saying? And I have the same amount of enjoyment, excitement, feelings. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel something for real. Like that's why I really fuck with this game, cause you know what I'm saying? Like, and don't get me wrong. I was thinking about either playing this game like seriously or playing like there's this Dragon Ball Z game that just came out. It's like League of Legends, right? And I was about to play that game up, right? But every time I boot that game up, I play about like 2 games, and then all of a sudden I play like 5 hours of League of Legends. It's like it just increases my League of Legends addiction. I don't know what it does. I don't know what happened or what it do, but you know what I'm saying? It just does that, you know. And don't get me wrong, like that's cool, but I'm not like it's not as fun. I'll say that. It's not as fun. It's not as fun. I'll say that. It's not as fun. Uh, especially when you have a bad League of Legends addiction, and then you play a game that makes you're a bad addiction like itch more. It's just like ugh, like ugh. You know what I mean? Like ugh, like and it's Dragon Ball too, but it ain't got none of my characters on it. Where's Majin Vegeta at? Where's I can't wait until they add like fucking Ultra Instinct Vegeta, Ultra Ego Vegeta. You know, Whis and Beerus are already in the game, but they're like towers and like medic resources and shit, whatever. You know, they had Goku Black, but by the way, they had Zamasu, but they don't got Goku Black. So it's like I wanted to like I play Zamasu, right? But like I wanted to play Zamasu because I thought he would evolve like that Super Saiyan transformation into jerk off Goku Black fusion. Like you know what I'm saying, with the big meaty arm. You know what I'm saying? Talking about like I'm a tank damage hybrid type shit. And sorry y'all, my throat dry. He ain't do none of that shit. So I'm like low key over here blue balls. Like damn, bro, I'm really fun to do this shit. Like play this shit more. Like don't get me wrong, it's a good game. It's a good game, but like at the same time, I just play League of Legends because they got all the characters I want to play already in the game. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to grind for the shit. I don't have to grind for characters. Right now I really just want to get cooler because I play tank. So I don't play tank in League of Legends, but I'll play tank in that Dragon Ball game because uh fuck it, like you know what I'm saying. There ain't no damage characters I want to play. The specialist characters or the blue characters, whatever they call, I don't want to play none of them. You know what I'm saying? So I just play tank. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Tanks are cool. Especially in Dragon Ball, because you know again, you got cool ass characters as tanks. You got Zamasu, Vegeta, my nigga though. Vegeta always been my nigga though. Uh, Zamasu, well, I already said Zamasu. I said cooler. Uh, baby a weird flex, but if you play baby, alright. I don't do Yumi wear, but that's cool. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But we gonna get back into some of this gate. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get past these little fuckheads because honestly, that mushroom I tell y'all about. Oh, wow. That mushroom was cool ass dude, bro. He said he was going to hook me up with some shit I ain't even got yet. So, you know, I'm still trying to find gear for everybody on my team, right? Excuse me, y'all. I'm still trying to find gear for everybody on my team, right? And I haven't even found, like, because I be opening up chests, right? Y'all going to see later in this video. I be opening up all the chests I see, bro. And I don't even get good shit out this shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm really trying to just do all the quests to see if they give me good enough gear or at least enough food so I can stock my resources, right? If y'all don't know, like just fucking keeping everybody fed in your camp, especially when you're on the hard ass missions, is like probably the biggest challenge that you're gonna have to deal with while playing Baldur's Gate. Like on the low, it's like one of the more challenging things to deal with. And that's like one of the things I'm enjoying about the game, right? Is like resource management, how to like for me like it's a four person squad, right? But sometimes you gotta split the squad to like implement a strategy, right? As you guys kind of see right here, like to put in like Harry Potter terms, right? I got a seeker, I got a good ass defender, you know, right? I got a kind of like an all arounder, and I got my support, right? And everybody has their role to play, and it's just in my mind, it's just about incorporating everybody to play their role to like the highest potential. And I get real fucking mad when somebody's like shit in the bed. Like if I play your turn, if I get to a certain person's turn, and for like 3 times in a row you miss, all right, I either have to bench you because I just don't got the shit to make you work at the moment, or you were just ass, dude. And I hate having that feeling of like, damn, bro, like I really wanna plug this person in. I really wanna play this nigga right here, but the way he playing is hot doo doo for real, and it like it make a nigga named me don't know how to feel, bro. Cause it's like, bro, like I really wanna, like, for instance, right? The reason why I wanted a mage on my team is because AOE magic is fucking broken in this game, right? It's fucking broken in this game, especially in instances like this. If versus zombies, getting AOE magic doing crit, you know what I'm saying? Do a half HP. You know what I'm saying? Like on these on your head top, on these guys' head top, would mitigate a lot of the challenge of the battle. You know, especially in the battle that you're gonna see near the end. And you know, it becomes cumbersome when a nigga need to eat magic to do magic. I'm like, listen here, you dumb motherfucker. I don't know what curse you got. I don't know what special training they got to put you in to where you have to be alive to save all these lives. I gotta put so many resources in you for you to be valuable and shit. When I could just fucking chill out with Shadowheart. Shadowheart good on her own, and she level up, and she stay like relevant. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta do much to her. But I gotta make sure you don't die. I gotta find some legendary shit for you to eat. I gotta shine your shoes every time you step in. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of extra shit. And don't get me wrong, my demon shorty, we gotta find a mechanic for her ticker because her ticker is shit. But you know what I'm saying? And she eat coins. You can swipe the card on her for real, and she'll turn into a super mode, and she gets all these stat buffs, and it's cool, it's hot, no pun intended, but like you know what I'm saying? That's cooler than a nigga. I gotta find all these gizmos and gadgets to make one nigga fucking work to get this one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like uh Will on my team, I don't need to get that nigga nothing. All I gotta do is make sure that nigga don't get one shot, and he cool. Alright, cool. I ain't gotta worry about you nothing, right? But you gonna tell me the magic man over here in the back need 10 motherfuckers pampering his bitch ass for him to function. And if you don't give him all 5 niggas he need right now, you don't give him all 5 chaos stones right goddamn now when he asks for it, he gonna miss every fucking turn. I'ma leave your ass in the camp. I'd rather get the weird nigga that wanna bite niggas in his sleep before I bring fucking Magic Boy over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and low key, once I say Will's dad, cause Will's dad been dealing with some bad shit, and he got kidnapped. So what was that? A brain? All right, we ain't gonna talk about it. Who brain was that? I don't know. We ain't gonna talk about it. Anyway, Will Dad was in some weird shit, and you know he got kidnapped. So once I say Will Dad, I was gonna put Will up, and I was gonna rock with the vampire, try to see if we can go on some hunts, you know, on some Buffy the Vampire type shit. Why? Because I like that shit. Maybe I find a werewolf, and it's a bad bitch, and I get a bad bitch werewolf on my team. Yeah, of course I do it. If I had to choose between the weird bitey vampire elf man or a furry bad bitch wolf lady, I'm probably gonna pick the bad bitch wolf lady. Uh, y'all can hate if you want. Y'all have your choices. Y'all make them. I'm gonna make mine. You know what I'm saying? And every time she told me she gonna tell me something like, I gotta be careful in the moonlight, or the beast will come out. I'll be like, girl, let me not. But I handle the beast. You know what I'm saying? I handle that beast. Hey yo, I handle that just like I handle the demon lady. You know what I'm saying? I fuck it. I don't give a damn. She can murder me if she want to. I'm fireproof, baby. I ain't lying, but my blood hot. Hey, hey, God. Hey, you see that nigga ass get shot? He over here like, tell my story type shit. uh, listen. It's late at night. I can't get too loud, y'all. But like, you see, y'all see what I'm saying, right? This game is like bona fide just enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? Just off the possibilities alone. And to like continue that topic of possibility, right? What y'all think the DLC for this? Because they gonna add some shit, right? Of course they gonna add some shit to this game. How could you not? My question is, what that shit gonna be though? Do they add like a whole nother expansion pack where they add more like fake creatures, and that those fake creatures bring a whole slew of new issues into Baldur's Gate, and you know you gotta fight
for their rights to party and be here, you know what I'm saying, type shit? Or is it gonna be like I could see mermaids being easily thrown, like water folk being easily thrown into this game, right? Because they add like new islands all around the like the continent or whatever the fuck this continent name is, and you get to go there on like some pirate-esque shit, and then you run into like some badass mer women, and you can get like some of these, like you get like a half human half mer woman as like on your party, and then she like you go on this adventure with her, and you fight like sea dragons and fucking what octopus monsters, and it's like hentai. Oh my god, you know what I'm saying? Like this game again, this game could go so many fucking ways. I could see you going on some quest with some fairies, talking about we gotta see the forest, and you see the fairy queen, and she's some bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? In green with all the shiny shit, like twinkling around her and shit in the moonlight, some shit. You know what I'm saying? Just painting a picture type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I I wouldn't be mad at it. I'm just trying to see where the story gonna go. Can you romance the queen? You know what I'm saying? Can you romance the queen, the alpha bitch of the wolves? You know what I'm saying? Do you find female? Are there more vampires in here? Can you romance the females if that's your choice? Can you romance the males if that's your choice? What do you get like what else? You know what? Like the sky's the limit. The niggas who played this game back my ass up. Y'all talked to the niggas. Y'all talked to them niggas multiple times. You can't play dumb with me. I've been through this shit. Y'all see where I'm at? I've been through some of these conversations, bro. And when you die and you don't save after a conversation, you gotta go through that conversation again, and you get a different outcome, and you get a different whole set of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck that got to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, can we finagle conversations to where, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? This lady love me forever, now type shit, or like she gave me a house out in the fucking fairy kingdom for no fucking reason, like this, or the wolf lady, the alpha wolf lady gave me a necklace with her canine tooth on it, type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like the possibilities are endless, and I'm foaming at the mouth thinking about what could happen. Like they put in Count Dracula and Count Chocula in here as a joke, and now you gotta fight either against Count Dracula or join up with Count Chocula to fight Dracula. Well, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna do the cereal or are you gonna do the blood sucking? Like, what are we trying to do here? You know what I'm saying? Like, they could do because there are a lot of like shows out there, right, that are like very fantasy, right? Like they could do a Dante's Inferno spinoff. They could do a Van Helsing spinoff. Uh, like a whole bunch of shit, man. Like this. That's why I like Baldur's Gate, because in my opinion, this game is done perfectly. There's no problems in this game, in my opinion, that I've seen. Um, okay, well, they're in the near the end of this recording. Well, okay, so where this recording ends is kind of where another part of the adventure begins, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to be as ambiguous as possible because I don't want to spoil it. Because again, if I give myself 4 hours to sit down and play a video game, since I've gotten this game, I've spent now 6 hours to play this game. You know what I mean? And I take those like 4 hours out of my sleep. So I took another 2 hours out of my sleep to play this game. You know what I mean? It's that good, and like, suffice to say, there's like another part of this story that I'm trying to create, right? And I gotta get past a certain part, and the certain part I'm trying to get past, I made this dialogue to where the NPCs say they're gonna do a specific thing, and instead of doing that specific thing, they cross me, right? And they didn't make it seem like they were gonna cross me, but that is what had happened, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, right? Did I do the right? Did they fuck me up, or am I just gonna have to fuck them up to figure out why they did that? You know what I'm saying? Like, or is it like do I have to get them close enough to the motherfucker they want to fuck up to where they don't want to fuck me up? You know what I'm saying? Which is weird because they said we were gonna help each other fuck this one dude up, but instead of us uniting trying to fuck this one dude up, they just trying to fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? It was weird. So I'm thinking like, is that a bug or did I fuck or is that supposed to happen? Or like, I got questions, right? But obviously I'm gonna talk about it when we get there. So when it happened and I'll bring it up, right? I have the receipts, and then we can talk about it. There's a dialogue discussion because the dialogue don't make sense. But suffice it to say, other than that one moment, that one random ass moment, I feel like the game's great. You know what I'm saying? Like again, I can't harp I can't I can't say enough about how good this game is. You know what I'm saying? Like again, like there's no wrong, right? Okay, so cause y'all see how long this video is, right? I'm gonna throw in a random tangent in this bitch, right? Cause I don't know if y'all are how do I start the conversation? Okay, so I'll start it like this, right? I get into a mood, right, where I want to challenge myself, or I need to challenge myself physically and mentally, right? Like to test my mental ambiguity, to test my physical strength. I get into these moods where I have to grow these specific fields, right? And my brain has been stuck on theoretical physics for like a week, right? And I've been dying to get this out, right? So I wanted to like throw this out, right, and see what like the world thought. And again, it's theoretical, and I can't get into the rooms to have conversations with the people who could give me answers, okay? And like I have been put in a lower situation to where it's going to get a lot harder to get in those rooms, okay? So relax, but listen. All right, let me get on this. Let me stand on this soapbox. All right, so we all know how magnetism works, right? Plus, minus, repel each other at fixed distances, and can sometimes uh, be held at fixed distances depending on things like electricity, right? Uh, Flowing through the magnet, right? I was thinking, right, because if y'all don't know, now you know my favorite field or my field of interest, right, is hey, look, we'll have to take a bullet for the team to live, right? We'll have to take a bullet for the team. Big ups to Will because he was the reason why we won that shit. But my field of interest, right, is aerospace. I love things flying. Where I'm from is very normal, especially when I was just jet for them to shoot rockets up in the sky. And when I was a jet watching that shit fly up in the sky, it was really cool. My elementary school was based off of space. There was a teacher that went up into space, and my school is named after her. Anyway, it got me really into space, and so uh, I say that all to say, right, what the different ways to make things fly, right? How is that? How do you make different? How can we create something different that can also make things fly, right? And the reason why I brought up magnetism, right, is because it's dealing with things you can't see and how they affect each other, right? And how does this involve aerospace, right? I was thinking air, right? Different gases affect each other differently. Helium is lighter than air, so helium will always float higher, right? And blimps, for instance, right? But I was also thinking, right? Why instead of is it possible for us to make a device that can directly impact the air molecules, like to make it say like a platform or like a surface, like so say how a submarine can dive underwater but also control its ascend, right? I believe by the release of air, funny enough, right? Is it possible that we can do the same thing with air but affecting it on a molecular on a molecular level, on the atomic level, right? By what you're gonna ask me, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? What do you mean? Well, like for instance, right, the smallest part of the atom, you're this fucking crazy ass machine that I'm talking about makes it possible for you to physically, like, I don't want to say touch, but manipulate the atoms, right, below, or like wherever technically you want to, bless me, basically wherever you're trying to control the air around the vehicle, right, or around the apparatus. um you can say control it. Say you want to go up higher, right, so you control the air molecules underneath you to actually lift your machine up. Think of it like conventional lift, but without the engine, without the thrust, right? You're literally using the air molecules around your apparatus to be lifted into the air, right? And then if you can if you can for instance do that, you can obviously then use those same molecules, put them behind your aircraft, and then use it to push off. My mind goes to, there is a way for you to use look, and then a mushroom nigga telling me about he has something for me in a gate, and I gotta go find it. Bro, this mushroom nigga my dog for real, bro. That nigga be trying to hook a nigga up. But there's a way, right? There's an interesting way that I had seen. Um I can't remember what the exact name of it was, but it's basically using like an electric current to control the flow of air without having like a conventional propeller to control the air current to, create thrust,
You're right,
lift,
but
stuff like that. It is kind of like a similar concept, right? But except you take away the fan completely, right? Is there a way to, again, bringing it back to magnetism, control the the atoms of air molecules and give yourself lift and thrust? Obviously, we don't have that, but is there a way to do that? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, bro, why the fuck would you even want to do that? It's probably really expensive to do that, right? Well, okay, and all right, guys, in Baldur's Gate, right? There are aliens. There are squid monsters. Okay, we're gonna hark on some alien shit right now. Okay, whether you believe in it or not. We're gonna just talk about the evolution of technology in general. Okay, and that's gonna involve some higher level thinking than what a three-dimensional creature can grasp with conventional thought. Okay, and I say that to say you learn how to manipulate air molecules through, this apparatus, figuring out if you can control air molecules or even different gases by using or creating, different, whether it's a machine or creating, like, I don't want to even say like creating a different gas in general, because in my mind, like, because in my mind the way it works with gases, right? You think of the ranch. There's there's a type of dressing for salads, right, where you have to shake it in order for it to mix, right? But if you don't shake it, it will
these bitches
automatically
on the boat.
divide itself into different into different sections, right? Because they
Fuck
have
off my
different
boat.
densities, right? And so the different densities cause them to separate, right? And so it's the same thing with air, right? And I mean, to some extent, metals at a certain heating points, right? And I suffice it to say, I say that because, you know, can you? Is there a way to do it, to do that same thing, but them not be in the same states? So, for instance, and we would all know if there was a random type of metal on Earth that, other than a magnet, that is able to float in like specific air, specific type of gases. We would all know it'd be plastered everywhere. But just like some, all right, okay. And the reason why I started laughing was because I had bumped into this situation, right? And they gave me the option to boot this nigga off the water, right? But um, again, you gotta kind of think a little bit strategically in this game, right? These guys are hostile. I just murked one of they niggas, right? And wherever I'm going, there's gonna be a way more of them. So I need a patsy. I need a nigga to let me in through the door on some Trojan horse shit to where I can get in and fuck all this shit. So I didn't kill him, even though my first option was to kill him, or my first thought was to kill him, because kicking him off the boat, watching the nigga drown or get eaten by a monster was funny. Anyway, what if we could create like a metal or a solid that could or can affect air molecules, or can be affected by air molecules, and that effect is that it's like magnetism, where it can float higher or float in specific sequences given the right uh excitement. But that's like the, if you don't understand, like when a scientist uses the word excitement, it means like like electrical currents, some sort of stimulus to activate a specific chain reaction to get a specific result,
We're
right?
going into like a citadel.
Yeah. You hear me, right? And my precognition, right, was like, if I get into a fortress
Nice sword.
and I just murk a nigga, their whole squad is gonna start questioning me. How'd you know about us? We ain't gonna let you in the door without the right criteria, all this shit. I need somebody to vouch. That's why I didn't kill this nigga when I coulda. But the people in this citadel here too, wildest group of people. You if they were real people, the wildest group of people you ever meet. Like just a complete swath of different personalities, bro. Some niggas just here for the check. Some niggas just here to drink. Some niggas here to fucking watch. Some other niggas just work hard. Lazy ass niggas. Some niggas here just to fucking be assholes. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of different shit around here in these parts, for real.
Slaughter you right now.
You hear me? Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? They be talking slick too, and it's like, bro, you 2 feet high. You know what I'm saying? You guys probably have like 40, 50 hit points. I'm game as fuck, baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I got my whole posse with me. So it's like, what's up? And me and my demon girl in a front line right there. Me and her fight. Like, me and her are front line, and we in the front line. We cut a line. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. She pulled that knife out. Look. Shorty already stands up. She know what the deal is. You see Will in the back. Will over here like, are we about to really do this? You know what I'm saying? But Shorty already know what the deal is. Listen. When you make your team, bro, and the whole world want to go up against you, and you think about making a team, your team better be on God, bro. I can't handle no nigga that's gonna hesitate, especially in a moment like this when people. Listen, hey, you heard it from the boy. Anyway, back to what I was talking about, right? Theoretical physics, right? Where did I leave off at? Okay, so excitement, right? You know, and you think, right? How are we even gonna begin to create something with that capability, right? And then I think, well, we have like a hydrogen collider, right? That is its sole purpose is just to smash atoms together, and it creates newer particles, right? Or newer metals. And depending on what you believe, there are some metals that people have found that aren't uh, that are hard to explain, that they found in mysterious ways, that are made in ways that are impossible to simulate currently. So, um, yeah, like I would just, again, I just, you know what I'm saying? I want to kind of just like see our minds just like go towards different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do feel like, especially nowadays with the whole like, with AI and like people creating like, well, the rush for sentient AI, you know what I'm saying? And like how every country's kind of focusing on that, all that information wars and all this shit. Like I wish, this is why I wish we would just come together as like a species already, so we could just like get to the crux of what we trying to get to, which is like expanding not globally but like universally, like, right? And I say that because, like, you know, when again, and when Shadowheart starts speaking up about some shit, you know what I'm saying? I instantly want to start killing niggas. You know what I'm saying? Shadowheart said on God she didn't fuck with that nigga. Guess what? I don't fuck with that nigga either. Well, you better whip that shit yourself. You feel me? Oh my, and you know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this dumbass nigga right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this nigga right here. But you know what I'm saying? And like come together as a species, right? And start like moving the planet to planet type shit. You know what I'm saying? And to get back on that like higher level like uh transportation, right? Through through aerospace, right? I wonder how many energy sources have we tried to use in one functioning vehicle to create energy, you know, like uh this is like a dumb example, right? But you have like separate compartments or separate like functions for like your gas, your like conventional gas, your diesel, and non-ethanol. Like there are three different nozzles you have to fill up, and there are like three different parts of your vehicle, whatever your vehicle of choice is. You could pick a truck or like a plane or like a submarine, doesn't matter. And but those three fuel sources go to three different cogs in the machine to create momentum and boost, thrust, acceleration, all that stuff. How much energy, how much power you can get out of that system. I say this conversation, right, and I genuinely I would love to sit in a room with Elon Musk and just like pick his brain literally and throw ideas at him and be like, why haven't you tried it with this? Why haven't you tried it with that? Like, is this possible? You know what I'm saying? Because there are like other like what's it, theoretical build ideas that I've thought of, right, that I wanted to like pull up to to another person about, that is like actually in the field, who was lucky enough not to be sabotaged and get into the field and learn some shit, and like just
Wow.
like throw something at them and be like, is this possible, is that possible, you know, if you combine A, B, and C and you create a triangle of power, could you potentially get a huger form of unlimited power, and what would that do for you, you know what I mean? Like the whole like helium, not helium, hydrogen car, the whole hydrogen car thing, but on 10, and uh with like ambient resources, like shit you can pull from the sky. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
That's what
god.
I'm talking about. Like I don't feel like it's I feel like it is a step backwards to have to, in modern era or in the future, let's say 50 years in the future, having to say, "Oh, I have to put a like a liquid of some kind in my car that only lasts, say, a couple of hours, depending on what you're doing, or how much you use the vehicle, right? Instead of it relying on things that don't require you to have to refill it, just having it in the overall environment. For instance, I thought about this, right? How come we can't use the Earth's rotation as like a different form of way an object can travel, right? Because the Earth rotates, and because we're on the Earth, right, we don't feel it rotating, but the Earth rotates pretty fucking fast, right? So how come we can't utilize that rotation in a way to where the object that is being impacted by that rotation can be moved, or is moving, at the speed of rotation? If that's possible, you could potentially get to places like extremely fast, right? But again, how do you do that? And how do you get to ignore the laws that keep everybody from feeling dizzy? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the for the educated person, they were like, man, nigga getting real close to that gravity bubble conversation, and it's just like, I don't know if, again, if we're able to manipulate air molecules, we're able to manipulate air at the smallest atom, and we're able to manipulate the molecule, I feel like then we're in conversation to say, okay, we could potentially go to the gravity bubble topic, right? And suffice it to say, if we can, if what if the gravity bubble is just the apparatus to where you can keep, say, air into your craft, right? And but it's not the way you move the craft. Okay, what if you have to affect the things around the craft to get it to move, and the air and the gravity bubble is just to where you don't break, your can doesn't get crushed from what you're trying to do, from the movement, velocity, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't turn into paste while you're inside the thing. Because the way you're going like Mach 99, and our feeble brains can't fathom the speed, and the hoot method isn't gonna apply because they're turning into paste in 5 seconds. You feel me? Like, what if the bubble is that of a barrier? You know what I'm saying? And you have to do more to create thrust. And if you guys have been paying attention to the battle, look how I ingeniously saved what looked like a very, very shaky start. I did not save. I was clenching my pearls because of why? I did not want to restart. That is a big thing about this game. If you know where the fight's about to be, you can save and kind of prepare yourself for that battle. But boy, if you get fucked up off of a surprise fight and you gotta start over, that shit hurts. That shit hurts a lot. Okay? And I did not want to deal with that right now. So I'm literally like future sight, trying to calculate all the numbers. What numbers I need to get to where if another nigga goes down, I can still come out with the dub. I just gotta res and use my last short rest, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying to God I hit these numbers. God, my gambling addiction. If I had a bar next to my head and it was my gambling addiction bar, you would see it slowly decrease or slowly increase in this moment. Why? Because the positive RNG dopamine receptor in this particular moment is high as hell. It's damn near orgasmic, and I'm just trying to get there. I kill the last guy. You hear the sigh of relief. My butt unclenches, and I'm like, damn, that was a great moment. That was a great moment. Now I gotta figure out how to move these fucking rocks because I didn't bring a pickaxe, and I'm not gonna find people to pickaxe that shit. It's just gonna take too long. So yeah, this was like a little fun moment that I found. For you guys who are Shadowheart enthusiasts, I would definitely suggest exploring this particular cave, or not cave, but temple, because it involves Shadowheart, and you can like give her things from here, and she will appreciate them. If that is what you're interested in, I would definitely recommend you do that.
I have 15 on this shit, bro.
Bro, I'm blowing on the dice, bro. I'm blowing on the dice. I'm over here praying to God. I need these positive rolls. I'm not trying to run through fire right now. I'm not trying to run through fire. I can't break none of these shits. I'm nervous. But yeah, look. Watch me try to break this shit. Pop out. Goddamn nothing. I'm running for my goddamn life. I'm over here thinking to myself, man, I should be jumping. I should be jumping these things, because if I just avoid the button, it won't activate. But I ain't got time for that shit. Nigga, I ain't got time for that. So I'm just running. I'm running through the fire. I'm hoping everybody got they fireproof pants on, because it's getting hot in here, boy. And you know what? I'm not talking about that demon chick. You know what I'm saying? It's fire everywhere. Like I'm in the pits of hell. I'm trying to see if I. I'm trying to see if they connected. If I turn one off, they all turn off. Or like they all turn off on this side for real. Cause I ain't even trying to do all that. And only one broke, bro. It ain't that a bitch. Like I'm telling you right now, in this instance, I'm stressed, because if I'm not getting the positive rolls on this part right here, I don't think I'm gonna get the positive roll on the flamethrower at the front of the gate, bro. Like, no lie, like y'all see what I do. At a point, you can only do one thing, and it's your little bitch. Oh my god! Oh my! And then all of a sudden, it's like, bro, open up, open up. I'm that one nigga. I'm that one nigga at the gate. Let me in, let me in. I'm trying to act quickly, motherfucker, because I ain't trying to get burned, bro. It's hot in this bitch. You feel me? Oh my god. Oh. Sin, like you see it. You see it. My ass here is a sin, bro. My hair on fire right now, bro. Like, somebody tell me I ain't. I can't even break that. Oh my god. It's just bad. It's bad, bro. I got, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got like, third-degree burns and shit. The only person that wasn't really affected by it was the flame lady. You feel me? Like, I gotta, cause like again, I gotta go back. You know what I'm saying? That's my exit. That's my only exit. So like that thing being there is just like a whole ass problem.
Here.
Whole ass problem. Look. I found a new outfit for fucking Shadowheart 2. Cause like again, like this is all her religion, right? This temple is her religion. Her god, her goddess is, her statues are in here. You feel me? Look, 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 look. Y'all peep it. Look. I thought this was a funny ass scene because she having a good old time. They're firing it back. Like that.
Thought of me. Thank you. It's beautiful. I'll find a place of honor for it in camp.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If Shorty says she like chocolates, if I'm in the chocolate factory, I gotta cop some chocolate for the shorty. You feel me? She like moon goddesses. If I see a moon goddess statue, I gotta get her a moon goddess statue. You know what I'm saying? Like type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Again, you Shadowheart enthusiast, bro. Keep your eye out. This is one of them spots for her. You know what I'm saying? I had there was a moment we had right, and I just didn't get the right options to where we could really advance. You know what I'm saying? And I am really just generally trying to make up for that moment because like I don't know about y'all, but when I play games like this, like like there gotta be a love interest. You know what I'm saying? One or two, and you know what I'm saying. At the end, if I can't get somebody gotta get clapped. You know what I'm saying? Like if I get two or more, or all the chicks in my group get clapped, like by me, like it is what it is. But like, you know what I'm saying? If I can find it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
All signs we've encountered so far, perhaps. I'll be keeping my eyes peeled going forward.
But yeah. So yeah. If you guys are down here, y'all didn't know about that. Now you know about that. So if you are enthusiast of Shadowheart, y'all can caught that. Y'all caught that. I gave it to Shadowheart too. She looked good in the uniform. You know what I'm saying? Little bad thing in the blue. She look nice in it. She look good in it. No cap. I'm just trying to find a new outfit for the demon lady though, cause Shawty skin make me upset. Like not in a like, oh, it's an ugly way. It's like a, oh, did that shit hurt? You know what I'm saying? Like look. And this is a fight where my nigga Will, the nigga named Will, he let a nigga down so bad. I'm over here like, all right, here the fight go. Watch this shit. I let Demon Shorty take the front line because it's either me or her, and she like that shit way more than me. So I'm gonna let her do it, and she got good long range. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna post up in the back with my nigga and Shadowheart, and we gonna drop warheads on it. We gonna drop nuclear warheads, magical warheads on their forehead until they eviscerate it from this reality, right? And y'all look how they did me. Look how they did me. One thing I don't like about, one thing that I don't get about this game, right, is that before the battle commences, if you play your cards right, you can kind of get a hit off before the opposition sees you as a threat, right? And you can do that, right? And that is kind of smart if you can do that, right? And so you get it off, but it'll take an action point from you in the altercation. And in my mind, I'm like, nigga, the fight hadn't even started yet. I just got a free hit off. But you're gonna tell me I lose effectiveness for being sneaky? Like, in my mind, like that really grinds my gears. But at the same time, it's like you gotta be hell strategic about this shit, man. Like if I'm using a move before the battle start, you best believe it's a 6 through 25 or a 6 through 27. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to guarantee a high roll. You know what I'm saying? To either Oko or to Chunk, for real. Cause like I'm not doing it for no small hit. Like I remember like that one move I just used, that used to be my go-to move to sneak a nigga close, right? And it would max only hit like maybe 6-7. At the start of the game, it was pretty fire, right? But once I started fighting them strong ass opponents, and that shit was on a bad roll hitting fucking 4, and then I basically have to skip my next combat phase. Bitch, I was like, nigga, I might just erase this move, man. This shit whole butt cheek. Not none of that thick fucking what's it called? Not none of that thick milkshake shit either. That wall, that smooth forehead, like you try to smack it, and all of a sudden you can't even smack it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole ass wall type shit, and it just make you sad, especially when it does some shit like that in a crunch and it miss, and it's a hard fight, and I got the stealth hit, and you miss, nigga, and then I have to give up my next turn and get jumped and watch them hit 10, 11, 7, 9. You got me fucked up. It's crazy. But we live with it. We rock with it. We lean with it. And then I cock my Glock and I pop a nigga with it. I tried to until I missed. Honestly, I didn't miss there, but I kind of thought I would, because my RNG in this game be ass. But look what, and can we all take a moment? What is my nigga Will doing? What is he doing? What the dog doing for real? Not a goddamn thing, Jesus. He ain't doing a goddamn thing. And it ain't even giving me a chance to get to my nigga and bring him into the battle. They say he gonna get some popcorn on the side and watch the scuffle. Like, I'm over here like, nigga, you part the squad too. You better get your fucking boxing gloves on and start the squad. We ain't here. You ain't here to just watch the shit like we watching UFC, nigga. You better get in the squad. You better get in the squad right goddamn now. Especially with fucking demon lady over here bleeding out. Everybody bleeding out. But you over here having snacks in the back like, go guys, you got him. Acting like the world's dumbest cheerleader. Like, oh my, like, Will, what are you doing? But you know what I'm saying? He in the back being a useless bitch. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he alright. When he want to work, he alright. Was that a miss, y'all? Again, this is where I start screaming, Will, what are you doing? Help me! Help me! But you know, it's all in jest. Like, this was one of those moments where I was like, okay, since I'm limited to three like actual pawns, I have to diversify my target and try to get lucky, right? And like kind of get it to where I hit high, and I also like, this game will really make you want to play in and out of like ranges, if you like, because you can get a feel sometimes, right? Sometimes if they have height, they can hit you for some nutty range. But if you have height, you can kind of finagle it to where you can kind of dance outside of circles, outside of spheres of influence, and maximize your damage output by, and also mitigate theirs, right? I learned that from a couple of battles that I've been in, and it does pay dividends. But at the same time, y'all see it, it's not easy to do, especially when they got a crossbow aimed at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this game really do this game really got them NPCs trying to air this bitch out with every fucking long range thing. If, in my mind, if the NPC got some sort of long range move, they going first. They gotta go, cause they just fucking up the function for no reason but to fuck up the function. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not it like, in my mind, the warrior classes, though they hit like a freight train and sometimes they have crazy ridiculous movement, especially when you get to this part, they are way easier to deal with than the other motherfucker that hits from fucking China to fucking Antarctica, and he's hitting 12s, 13, 15, critting 20. Like, you got me fucked up. You think I'm gonna let you live over there? I'm about to buy, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go over there and fix that shit. You know what I'm saying? And y'all go see how I be dealing with that, because in this And again, in something else that's gonna be, yeah, depending on how I get done, I might show y'all. I'm gonna have my nigga Will on a mission, right? And he gonna do his own solo dolo shit, trying to get this mission done, right? But it's gonna be hard for Will. I ain't gonna lie. Homeboy, a little squishy, a little soft. Too many hits and the man go down. He bleeding for real. Off of too many hits, off of too many interactions. So I'm really hoping that he can tough it out and ride like a soldier and get that mission done for real. Excuse me. But yeah,
I'm generally gonna be try to figure out like because I'm gonna play this game like multiple times. This game is just like a game that's worthy of being played multiple times, just because of like different interactions, the different classes, different things you can do. I'm gonna try and see if you can get like different, like unlock different characters from the beginning, other than that orc woman, which I don't know what happened to her. Like I saw her once during the crash, and I just never saw her again. Type shit. But yeah, y'all, like, okay, so what's going on in this like particular situation is like I'm trying to grab information, right? Obviously, like the if you see those like little like gnomes, little gnomes in the back, they slaves, right? They slaves for real. I don't I y'all hear my tone, right? I don't fuck with slaves. And so I don't fuck with slavery, right? And so my whole goal is to set these niggas free and kill all these guys. For some reason, in my mind, I thought there ain't no way midgets like, oh shit, that's a bad word. Short people, dwarves are gonna treat other short people badly. In my mind, there ain't no way it's gonna happen. And then I pull up here and they literally showing me how it don't fucking matter. If I got a knife, you doing what I say type shit. And so I basically said in my mind, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a revolt, right? I'm gonna do a revolt. I'm gonna get some niggas on my side because she already like through the wind. I learned that there's some niggas who don't really cock with the whole idea of what's going on here, mainly because niggas ain't getting paid. And you know what? I fuck with a nigga who getting mad because he ain't getting paid. So I'm trying to lobby with the niggas who ain't getting paid and kind of also do a coup d'etat with the slaves to where when I bust a nigga out, look at Shadowheart and her fit in the back, looking all nice, looking all good in the royal blue. Y'all see that? She look better in the purple. If it was like a dark purple, she look good. Anyway, I just fuck with purple, but you know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna try to do a little coup d'etat. I'm trying to get a little coup d'etat going. And so I'm trying to like lobby a different groups of niggas together to get this coup d'etat going, and then we gonna bust out a big old hurrah, a little party, a little soiree, if you will. Damn, that lady got that mean bald head. Talking about, let me shine your shit for you type shit. Talking about if they in the sunlight, she stole a flare in my ass. Oh my god, on some Krillin shit. You know what I'm saying? If they had some like tattoos on their head with just like dark holes, I say she got a bowling ball head for real. Talk about strike. uh, but yeah, she they hit me up like some when the Sea King from SpongeBob took off his crown and they saw he was bald, talking about bald head ass for real. Like, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? These guys are the guys I'm trying to lobby with to get this coup going. Y'all see it? They don't really be fucking with what's going on right now. All right.
And in my opinion, I agree. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta work this hard, you gotta be, you know what I'm saying, whipping all these cattle, you know, whipping all these slaves, and you ain't even getting paid for it. Go ahead, man. Be mad about it. You know what? You should talk to some of these slaves, and you know what I'm saying, get a little uprise and go, hey, they ain't even gonna hurt nobody for real. You know what I'm saying? And there's a if you don't know now, you know there's some niggas that are trapped in that like that debris that I want to ice. So for my mushroom nigga, you already know about him. He has sent me over here to go ice a nigga to protect his circle. I said, all right, cool, just slide me some mushrooms, and I'm down for it, right? He hit me up, gave me some mushrooms, and I pull up on the spot like, what's up? And so suffice it to say, I'm trying to do it like a diplomat and get, you know what I'm saying, some of these people to rise up, so I don't gotta do none of the work. Well, I'm not gonna try to spoil it, but it ain't going damn near anywhere how I thought it would. And in fact, I'm the one getting fucked over for talking to all these people and setting it all up and shit. And suffice it to say, I'm a little mad because a lot of niggas were talking about, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then when it's time to go, what they do? A goddamn thing, other than fuck up the plan. And then I feel like, Vegeta, what you doing? Ruining my plans? Are you? Type shit. Like, I was mad as hell, bro. I was bugging. At the end of the whole like thing, bro, I was hot. Like, there's nothing more I could do other than say, all right, guys, I got this shovel, right? It's supposed to be for the other nigga coming out of this poison cave. But I could dig a couple more 100 graves just for y'all. My fingernails still dirty. Why? Because I'm a grave digger. You know what I'm saying?
And don't get caught. The cult watches through it.
I want to cut off that man's finger. He be pointing too much.
You still standing about?
Y'all ever talk to somebody who just be pointing at everything and you just like, bro, can you like close your finger? You know what I'm saying? You just pointing in the air. I'm afraid you gonna poke me in the eyes and shit.
Smoke powder. Handy stuff. Her crew know more than they're letting on. See if you can get them to talk. Now move. You're hogging my air.
See, and that's why I want to cut his nose off. That man rude as hell. I'm over here trying to help you. You tell me I'm hogging your air, bitch. You can't eat. We ain't even the same height for real. You breathing my. You at my knees, bro. You lowered it. You were a little bit higher than my knees, bro. What type of air you breathing? You breathing my direct farts, bro. As soon as I fart, you smell it 2 seconds later, like, oh my god, it smelled like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? That's your problem, not mine. When you fart, ain't nobody smell it but you. But when I fart, your whole crew smell it. So what's up? You know what I'm saying? He just mad because you know what I'm saying?
Only the guards are allowed to do that.
Oh god, it's cue ball. Trying to stand up on me and shit. Hold on. Let me talk to her, because you know I got the way to finesse. Look. Watch that shit. Watch this bullshit. Watch this bullshit. And yeah. Oh. Fuck. Oops. Hold on, one more time. Come on. Gary needs a new pair of shoes. Fuck you. Alright, now put your shit down before I have to wet you up.
You're free to go.
Put your shit down.
This time.
Put it down.
Next time you won't be so lucky.
Stop. Again, I use her head to knock some pins over with her dumb ass. Look. Y'all see that eyeball? The eyeballs are my next target, right? If y'all weren't reading the conversation, basically what I gotta do right now is I gotta get some explosives. I gotta go talk to this. It's a whole overarching thing. I gotta go find some explosives, right? I gotta get rid of the eyeball. That's it. That's really it. But to get the explosives, I gotta go talk to some niggas on the side, right? And that involves a lot of other shit to go down that I don't know if I get. Well, I think I'll get in this recording too. Y'all gonna see it all unfold before your eyes, and then we gonna pop up. We gonna pop up in the next one on some crazy shit, I think. But yeah, y'all see me. I'm trying to go somewhere secluded. Why? To go fuck up that eye. I gotta poke it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta poke it with the sharp end of my stick. See if it pop or something. Imagine exploding confetti come out. I think that'd be so goddamn funny. Nah, it's trying to run. Get the fuck back here. It ran half a foot and been like, I'm sorry, baby, I love you. Stupid bitch. And then I missed, nigga. Are you tripping?
Stare into the eye. Your reflection stares back.
I did this to make sure it didn't run away again. I ain't trying to chase that bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The eye is unbothered.
If you're lucky in this interaction, you can actually like perceive something from the eye. So if I run into those eyes, I try to see if I can get that perceive roll again. Because if I can see who's seeing me on the other end because of Warlock stat, then I could gain more strategic information. Which is very important because if you don't know, now you know, I am trying to start a war in this game. And I want blood. Whose blood? That's a secret. But someone's blood will be spilled.
Out in plain sight like that? No, the Harpers are too smart for that.
Bro, and you know, he's over here talking about, damn, this bot look dangerous now. Such a, and their eyes on it. Ugh. I gotta wash my hands now. What the fuck was that? And then it's a mimic? What? Hello, type shit. Like, nigga, what? Ew. Though, I won't lie. I'm that type of player that I appreciate good mimic placement. And this one, in my opinion, was great mimic placement for one reason and one reason only. Because I've not seen mimics in this game until this point. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, oh, there's booby traps. Like, ain't nothing really gonna happen, right? And then it's like, oh no, you fucking wrong. There's a bunch of shit going down. And for instance, mimics, motherfucker mimics. You know what I'm saying? Was that a crit miss? Look, y'all, avert your eyes. I'm trolling. Avert your eyes, bro. I'm trolling. If somebody go down right here off of that hit right alone, I understand. I understand. I troll. Y'all saw how I lift that shit? That hurt my feelings for real. Yeah. Oh shit. They said, get over here type shit. What making me mad is how the fuck I got no action here. Like what did I do for real? Like what did I do for real? Like what did I do for real? You know what I'm saying? What did I do for real? You know what I'm saying? Like what did I do wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like did I like in moments like this I really would appreciate my main character not being a useless cunt, but at the same time I can't make the rules, I can only enforce them. Oh, that's a crit miss on my favor? Thank God. I really gotta help that other side, right? Because honestly, I feel like weak side is the side that Will's on all the time. That's why I want to put that nigga on a mission in my next adventure to really like change my mind about Will, because he mad useless. He mad useless sometimes, and me and him are the same archetype. But I made Will more demonic in his pathing because of what he did, and I won't spoil that for you, because if you're a Will enthusiast, then I feel like you should embark on that journey on your own. You shouldn't have somebody spoil that for you. But if I find things that would be intriguing for a Will enthusiast, I will definitely make that known, just like how I did with Shadowheart. Why? Because I don't know, maybe somebody appreciate it. I don't know, like, cause like for me, I'm that type of guy that like if I enter a new space, right, I inherently want to explore that space for all it's worth. Like, I'll explore it until like I know it inside and out. And I'll do that specifically because adventure, bro. You know, I want to see what you got for me type shit. And you know, I don't know if everybody does that or if people will just like what kind of game are you? Are you like a speed rusher or a speed runner is what they're called? Do you play a game just to like, you know what I'm saying? Go at your own pace and you just don't explore as much as you would normally, or you only explore places that give like are interesting to you type shit, like that mushroom area. Like before I leave this area and go to like those higher level spots that I told you I haven't been to yet, I'm definitely going to comb through that mushroom area kind of aggressively because there's a lady in there whose husband is missing, and I'm gonna go find him just to see if he got something like interesting, right? I also want to find the vaults that Sovereign was talking about, right? And then yeah, there are like some pretty intriguing monsters that go bumping in that spot, right? And yeah, I'm trying to see if there are more weapons other than the one I already found that are worthy of my time. Bro, look at this shit roll. Look at this shit roll. Look at this shit roll. I had to get 20. I had to get the max just to get this one fucking item. And I got a fucking critical fail. Fuck it. I'm wasting my chances because I'm greedy. I want what's inside. I think I would want to say I deserve it. But the game is telling me, go fuck yourself. God damn it. You know, after killing mimics, the thing in that fucking box is probably the greatest shit in the goddamn game. It probably got fucking angel wings on it, and it does double the damage. You know what I mean? Like some fucking outlandish shit. Because if you kill a bunch of monsters that look like chests, and then another chest comes, that chest got something insane in it. Your first red relic item. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And I just want it. I want it. Even if I can't use the shits, I want it. But it's all good. I'll let it go. I ain't hurt. I ain't hurt at all. Alright, so this was another part of my exploration into this shitty little spots. I'm looking for a short girl with an even shorter fuse, trying to be a revolutionary on some One Piece shit. And I'm not gonna lie, when I heard, like, you know what I'm saying, like she a revolutionary. She really trying to do some shit for her companions, and she took something that goes boom. I was nervous, cause, well, I don't even know if I can say what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna wait for it to show up, and then I'll say it. I'll wait for it to show up, cause I know for damn sure if if a girl had the power, and she was mad as hell, and she ain't gonna listen to nobody, and her finger on the trigger, she probably shooting that shit. On God, especially if she got a point to prove. Oh, good God help us, cause she gonna do that shit. She gonna do that shit, and she ain't gonna give a fuck. She said, especially if she don't give a damn about about what her life is. She gonna do it, bro. She gonna do it. Look.
Piss pot. You flirt.
This whole conversation,
Oh, it's up to the lift, straight to the
it like
showers.
triggered a lot of shit. It like,
You drop dead. Or the person you're
okay, so Demon Shorty's a soldier, right? Will is also a soldier. and these guys are soldiers, right? So this triggers a lot of things in my mind because I fuck with soldiers, right? That's all I'm gonna say. So like this whole conversation was like, cause like you get that this guy's like the sergeant that just doesn't give a fuck, and when he gets drunk, he's like a belligerent sergeant, you know, and you're like fuck, like this guy's kind of like my superior, and I don't want to piss him off because I'm gonna have to pay for that in rank, but like at the same time, this guy's a dick. Like I don't understand what like, but he's being a dick because it's funny, right? But you just think, man, this guy's a cunt. You know what I'm saying? And like y'all see it. Like half of me finds it like humorous, right? And another part of me is like, I really just want to beat the shit out of this nigga. And what's up with half it, like, about all these niggas being bald? You know what I'm saying? Like literally, shorty in the back is like the first shorty I've ever met from this squad that actually got hair on her head. You know what I'm saying? Are these niggas taking like creatine and they all losing their heads? Is that why they big like that? And all them other niggas scrawny skinny? It's because them niggas on some Mexican supplements straight from across the lands. I'm trying to figure it out, bro. Ain't no cap. But yeah, at this point, like my mind is a little lost because that dialogue really like fucked my mind up. I'm still trying to think of where.
Move.
Damn, she mad. What again? Look, another mad ball short lady. Look, and this is where I get to talking. I get to talking with them one peoples on what the hell, you know what I'm saying? Or what the hell? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all see it?
I'll never get through. We need that smoke powder.
Philomene's gone, and if she's smart, she won't be coming back.
Bro, like they had like her head was so goddamn big in proportion to her body. Like she looked like she ate a airhead for her. Her head blew up. Like they look like they having a domestic dispute. I don't want to like fuck the shit up, but at the same time, like I just want my information. You know what I'm saying? Now I got okay. Well, it's the low roll, so it's good. But I've hit on the low roll, hitting a 1. I tell you what, it got me cussing around my house. Cause what you gotta hit anything higher than a 5, and you hit a 1. Oh hell no! You gotta rub my face real quick. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else would feel the same, or am I the lone person? That must be some shit ass bad luck, or it must be some really good luck. Cause how hard is it for you? How unlikely is it for you to hit my 4 or below on a 20-sided die with a buff? How hard is it to hit higher than a 5? It's not that hard, but getting a -1 or getting a 1 on roll, you got me fucked up. Run my shoot the fade.
Perfect. Let's get a move on then.
Look at that. Shawty in the back already knew what the deal was. She a soldier. She already know what they do. You gave me all the information I need, and you told me I'm fighting. I'm gonna be talking to a freedom fighter.
Please don't hurt my Phil. Thank you.
No Avatar shit. Hopefully she ain't as crazy as the freedom fighters in Avatar. But when we meet that chick, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Holy shit, Jet ain't got nothing on the fire coming out of this woman's scorn. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Little lady was not having no shit.
You ain't been the same since that rock slide.
It makes me mad when they tell me the door's locked. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. I know the door's locked. Open the door. You know what I mean? Like, stop playing these games. I know the door locked. I'm not clicking the door. Well, I am clicking the door to open the door. I'm not clicking the door to hear the door is locked. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pick lock the door. That's the reason why I'm clicking the door. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I'm not looking. I didn't click the door to like look at the door. You know what I mean? Ugh. I gotta. Obviously, you gotta look for, like, you know what I'm saying, hidden doors, all this shit. Why? Because it's a magical fairyland adventure, so there's gotta be some magical door. I gotta scream open sesame, or like accidentally hit the stone in the right direction, and maybe something will happen, and you know what I'm saying, the room will collapse, and I'll teleport into another room in a hidden part of the castle or some shit. I walk forward because why? I need to perceive what the fuck I'm talking about. And look, I perceived what the fuck I'm talking about. A hidden door I see. Lucky me. Oh, that opened easy enough. My first thought was, why is there this weird slime coming off the roof, bro? Somebody need their nose wiped? They smoking that good shit, and all of a sudden they forgot to wipe their nose? Ugh, that looked like something that came out my nose. I ain't gonna lie. Now imagine every time you blow your nose, your boogers trying to run the fade. That'd be gross as fuck. Like your snot becomes like a living organism. That probably remind the human species that we are more than just like this sentient being, right? We're actually like a microcosm of living organisms in one gigantic living organism, right? I know y'all are gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? And, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is like common knowledge, right? That we're a bunch of like smaller, I want to say like complex organisms, small complex organisms, in an even bigger organism, right? This is like common knowledge, but like, you know, I say that and then I'm reminded common knowledge ain't so common, right? Like, I want to, like, for instance, right? I had brought up in a conversation with my coworker, right? I was like, hey, yo, man, because I was curious. I was like, do you think everybody knows that they can clone their dog? Like, you can clone your pet now, and like you can in the fetal fetal stage, or maybe the incubation stage of your offspring, your baby's like stage, its beginning stages. You can like change its genetic structure in like certain ways. Like, you can pick its eye color, hair, like I think hair color. I think you can do like more complex things. I'm not sure about how strong the CRISPR tech is, but I said this to our coworker, and he was like, well, yeah, like, I'm pretty sure everybody knows we can do that now. You know what I'm saying? But then I brought up something a little bit more like, I guess, specific. It depends on what circle you're in, right? Which is what he hit me with, was like, yeah, if you don't really pay attention to it, I can see why you don't know. Like, you clone your dog, right? But like, in my mind, I think nobody give a fuck because it's not like readily accessible. Like, uh, one of my other coworkers, he's like a really big dude, like unhealthily big, right? He has to wear like like compression socks because the veins in his feet are all fucked up and shit. And in my mind, right, I thought, because you know, if you don't know, like obviously you could tell by how I'm talking, right? Like how I talk, right? Sometimes I'm a very smart individual, right? It's just depending on it, what day I want to show it or not.
Better to
And
fight sometimes.
I asked him the next time I saw him after he brought that to my attention. Why don't you use not CRISPR? What's the thing that Lizzo went on? Not eugenics. Fuck me, man. Weight loss drug. Why don't you use a weight loss drug to mitigate your problem, right? Because it stems from unhealthy eating and like high blood pressure or something to do with his blood, right? And he gives me all his prescriptions, prices. We start talking about big pharma, all the shit, and how he's getting scammed and all the shit. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, you know, if the problem stems from too much weight, you know what I'm saying, and unhealthy lifestyle, right? And there's like a thing that is like commonly used to lose weight, and like all you have to do is lose the weight and eat healthier, it probably like reduce your problem potentially, right? I'm not a fat guy, though I am a fat guy in a skinny guy's body, but like not in that same regard. Like if I eat a lot of food, though I have a fast metabolism, I'll inherently want to work out because again, what I said earlier in the beginning of the video, I get into these moods where I have to grow my mind and also grow my muscle mass after challenging myself physically. I have to do it. I have to do it, or I'll literally lose my shit. Like, the only reason why I even wanted to bring up the physics stuff and the idea that I was having and that whole like tangent was because like I don't have an outlet for it. Like I can't like research. Like I wouldn't even know what direction to go in to solve this problem, right? Or like to get an answer that would satisfy me, right? To some extent, I would rather just like try and build something similar to or close to what I'm thinking, or one of the ideas that I think about, and bring it to fruition to feel satisfaction, right? Um, my engineers, my scientists, can you what's the word? Sympathize with that. I would love a lab, but again, who would want to fund a black man, a smart one at that? You know what I'm saying? Who would want to do that? hit my lineup, send it to my email. We can talk. But anyway, um, shit. What were we talking? uh, um, suffice it to say, like, you know what I'm saying, different levels of thought. I thought it would be interesting for people to try, or I thought it would be interesting to go through the experiment to see if it would fix his issues, right? Because who knows, right? Possibilities, especially nowadays, to fix problems that are old problems, but they're sustained problems throughout American existence because of bad health and poor food choices because of our government and how our food pyramid works and all that shit. Again, big pharma and all that shit could be fixed with modern day achievements and shit. And why we don't go those routes, in my mind, is really interesting. Maybe because of invested interest, but again, at the same time, I wish we could just come together as a unit and realize we're one big team that want to make life easier for everyone that deserve to be here and that were forced to be here in some cases, instead of people who are getting paid to be here and who have made it harder for people who should have gotten that support. You know what I mean? Like there's a whole slew of things that I would love to talk to some people in power about why, what the fuck is this okay, and how we're not giving back to those who are wronged. But again, that's not a conversation for this situation. Oh, it's a lovely conversation I would like to have. And again, it sucks that people who have a space to have genuine conversation, and who are willing to debate people on the opposite end of them, and those people are vilified and threatened by a side who originally targeted people for vilifying and hating on people because of a specific idea or a specific way of living that they decided to take a stand on is beyond me. Again, I wish that we would all come together as like a unit and be like, this makes us more vulnerable as a unit by outside teams. But again, I feel like we have too many teams, so maybe that in and of itself is blurred. And then I also want to bring up the topic of traitors. I There's a guy that I want to reference right now, but I don't want to bring it up because again, there are a lot of people throwing hate, and it's like, and if we're on the same team and we all bump the same flag, how are we trying to out each other? That makes no sense. How are we gonna out each other? It makes no sense. And you're gonna tell me you're gonna make it easier for another person to pull up in here who don't even fuck with us like that. Never mind. I'm off it. It's a different conversation. Some other people can have that conversation. I can't have that conversation right now because as soon as I started talking about some real shit the first time, what happened? A bunch of bad shit happened to me.
I have something to
I'm gonna let it go. I hope for peace. But look.
I swear.
Shawty crazy with the shit. She said, on God, I'll blow this bitch sky high. You better watch your shit, nigga. I'll wipe your nose with this shit. I'm listening. I'm gonna listen over here like, lady, please. Calm down. I'm sorry. Your friend sent me. I said, your friend sent me. I'm trying to help you out. Your friends are worried about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here for the explosives, man. Can you relax? Can you chill on me?
Dropping my name like your cultist ass knows me. Like we're friends. I know what you are.
Bro.
One of Nia's cult
She said,
Sailed
fuck my friends. Fuck you for bringing them up. I'm about to... at this moment,
Come get me.
I could only... Bro, I was nervous. I'm like, dude, your friends told me about you, man. Your friends are worried. Cletus and Body, they over there slaving in the mines talking about, is you okay? They sent me to come get you. Please believe me. And then you know what Shawty said?
Drugging in mind games. I know all about
Look. This is what Shawty said. I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. Fuck you.
No, please.
Boom. Wipe your nose with it, nigga. And I'm like, huh? Just like that. Like that. So,
Whatever you do,
obviously, guys, I came back. I had to come back. Try to help her out. Listen, man. Listen. I gotta retry to roll. Because my whole goal is, again, I'm trying to get a revolution. She looked like she's the leader of the other revolution when it comes to the short people. I'm trying to get her on my side. She got so much, what's it called? She got so much fire, no pun intended, in her soul. And she trying to lead a march. Okay, I'm trying to line you on my team, bro. We on the same side, for real. Just put the gun down. Put the gun down. We are on the same side, brother. Or sister in this case. Put the gun down, please. Oh, dear Lord. Please hire to the 15th. For the love of God. This shorty about to blow my ass sky high. And we ain't even that high in the sky. Oh my God. And it's a negative roll. Oh my God. God, I will see you soon. This bitch about to blow me up, bro. And not in a fun way. God damn it. Alright. So if y'all don't know, I told her after she was acting like a bad child for too many runs, I said fuck it. And I snuck up behind her and I stole that shit. I said, listen, I try to be nice. But
Move them.
just like
Go on.
that
Drag
that
them to me,
transgender dude,
I'll make
you gotta
you
take the
put
gun away
nothing
from him.
something.
She's too dangerous when you give her the fucking power, bro. She said, on God, I'll blow you up every single fucking time you come near me. I ain't even trying to talk to you. I ain't trying to talk to nobody. My friends are enslaved. I forgot all about them. I'm all about my cause, nigga. If you ain't about my cause, you ain't trying to hear my speech. You ain't trying to hear me on that soapbox, bitch. I'ma blow your ass up. And I'm like, listen. It's like talking to her was like I was getting flashbacks to I think it was the Chinese people who were on the island. No, the Japanese people who were on the island, and you're trying to tell them that the war is over, and they're like, the war is not over. The war is never over. And you had to get niggas that sent them on the island to tell them, nigga, the war is over. It's been over for 15, 20 years, nigga. Get off this island, please. These niggas got booby traps everywhere. They've been eating nothing but coconuts and starfish. And I'm like, you looking at the nigga, I'm right behind his master sergeant. I'm like, I try to tell you, nigga. I was trying to help you out, man. Your family miss you. Your lady fucking died to cancer or some shit. Your kid, your kid was 3. Now he 23. Y'all, you been here too long, my guy. Like, take shit. She would not listen to none of that shit. She's like, I'ma blow you up again, try to talk to me. And I'm like, I'm just trying to help you. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's so, like, and don't get me wrong, I feel like ideology is such like a strong thing, but when you're so wrapped up in your own ideology that you can't hear anything outside of your own ideology, that is where you are now captured by your own thoughts. Like, you can't hear people trying to tell you that the world is different outside of what you're perceiving it as. And that's why I think perception is such a powerful thing. Because if you can't see outside of your own box, your own field of perception to other people viewing you as like an insane person, and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna die on this hill with my explosives. And like, everyone's like, don't do that shit. We're just trying to show you that it's different out here and you can still live. You ain't gotta fight like we're in Vietnam, Viet Cong, World War I and II. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's a different war out here, it's still a somewhat better. I mean, if you can believe that. I mean, it's a little different out here, but you can live a normal life. I mean, it's I can't even say I'm living life. I'm existing, but am I really living? No, I was. Now I'm not. But hey, I mean, if you like, what gives you purpose? You know what I'm saying? Does the living on an island by yourself, talking about I gotta kill all the commies, does that give you purpose, or would you rather try to fuck bad bitches and get a car, like, or get a car and fuck bad bitches? Whatever happens first. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you like? Imagine that nigga stuck on the island, right? And you try to tell him, bro, get off the island, bro, go fuck a bitch. He's like, nah, man, the fucking commies, bro. I gotta kill the commies, bro. And he's like, you're like, bro, there ain't no commies left, nigga. Like, come on, bro, let's get out here, go to a bar and try to get some chicks. He's like, no, the commies. What did I stay here for? We can't lose. And I'm like, bro, it's over. We lost. Come back. We can fuck some bitches and you can cry over it, bro. Like, it's all right. And he's like, no, I can't do it. The covers. Oh, that poor guy. You know what I mean? He just spent an extra 15 years doing shit. Nothing for no reason. It's just because the nigga said go here, he said I will stay here and die here. Just because someone told me to. Like, what the conviction, right? The conviction. It's beautiful, right? But like, at the same time, like, there's no need for crusades no more, right? We should be evolved past that. But like, at the same time, I'm not gonna say too much, but if a person or a group of people want to keep you in a specific place or a specific realm of thought to where it is hard to perceive anything other than the programming, then it's hard to see it, right? Which
She's
then
all right.
those
Thank the
kind of
sky
extreme
itself.
thoughts, those
But
extreme
the others,
ideas will
they'll
permeate
die in
more
that tunnel, if
often
not by me,
because,
then by
again,
Mother's
you have made it
hands.
impossible
So,
for someone to
you
see
have the folder?
outside
You
or
built a
outside of
guide
this
back there.
very narrow
Locked up there.
square
I'm begging
that you have created for them or they have created for themselves, right? Which
Our people
is
won't last
in
in
my
that void
mind, the way I perceive things, is very dated because
The
in my
illusion,
mind,
a fragmented void
the
that
amount
reaches
of
to
information possible, the amount of
No.
information readable to you, whether it's fact,
No.
fiction, or otherwise,
Finally.
makes it super hard
Rubble. Billing
unless you specifically only listen to one side or one specific part of it. It makes it really hard for me to say that you can't see multiple angles to things because unless you close your eyes to a certain side of things, because there is a lot of that. There's a lot of people who do that now, which if that makes you comfortable, like that's fine. But if you can't handle all the information, then I just think you shouldn't be looking in the first place. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you can only read half the book and the other half of the book starts making you freak out, maybe you shouldn't be reading the book, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, stuff like it makes my mind, it makes me think. You know, it can be funny in some instances, like again with the lady with the bomb, but it's also really sad at some points, like the guy who lost a lot of time that he will never get back on an island, you know, struggling to like. Well, I'm pretty sure he wasn't struggling because you tell a man this is how you survive in an extreme situation, and if he's paying attention to the class, he will learn how to survive in an extreme situation, irregardless of if he runs out of the things you give him. He will, off of the class he learned, he will remember all the important shit and learn how to survive with the things that don't perish, like again a knife, machete. You could probably you don't even need a whole lot of like information to learn how to build like your own like somewhat semi-structured hut esque thing. You just would probably want to brush up on basic like fortification methods on how to make sure your like walls, for instance, don't just like topple over at the immediate gust of wind or whatever, right? I feel like that would be something that people would focus on the most, right? But yeah, suffice it to say, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but we're at the part and we're nearing the end, and where the end started was where I began to start blowing my ass sky high. And all I can say, guys, is after dealing with that one really passionate lady, I was very tired of blowing myself up. I'm trying to figure out what angles do I gotta get to not blow my ass sky high. I'm tired of kissing the sky every time I'm doing this quest. Look, I am killing myself and aggroing everybodyfor doing it. Like, you hear me? I'm over here trying to figure out how the fuck am I supposed to do this shit. And so I'm over here thinking, okay, let me play ball real quick, right? Let me play ball real quick, right? And see if I can't fucking figure it the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how to do this shit and not fucking kill myself. Or not to do this shit and also have a guy who's 1 HP and try to like recover, like say the shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's not fucking easy, man. It was not fucking easy. Though this spot is really great, and I wish, because you know, hindsight's only 2020. I figured out another strat to this, and I lean on that strat to focus on endgame, right? But in hindsight, I wish I would have stuck with this idea and played with it a little bit more, because I feel like that this spot is actually golden. for what it is. And if I would have stayed here and have them all funnel into me, I could have easily killed everyone. But that's fine. Y'all will see how I deal with the battles to come. But I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this is the end show. Okay? This is the last battle, I believe, of the video. And you know, this is all for information. And in battles like these where you have so many combatants, I don't think trying to say you're gonna win the first go is possible. Primarily because you're already starting at a deficit. You're already starting at a neg. So it's like, how do you save the neg roll into getting positive econ? And in my mind, the only way I can do that is by figuring out a way to slow down the process of extermination, but also accelerate my plan of extermination. And the only way I can do that effectively in this situation right now is by getting really fucking lucky. Or, you know, them getting really fucking unlucky, right? Or for me playing with terrain and putting terrain in my favor to where it will hurt them getting to me, right? By making the sail to me hazardous, or to just sink their boats before they come to me, right? And it, again, you see the archers doing fucking hella work for no fucking reason. And that's why they need to go first. But you know, trying to stay strong here and kind of you know, try to hunker down as best I can. It's still a little bit of a challenge. You saw, if you guys weren't paying attention, 2 more combatants have just entered the combat zone. So it's going to make it a little bit more daunting of a task to play this out. But I'm still going to try to play it out nonetheless. But listen, I'm gonna need my little hot demon shawty to like really hit. You know what I'm saying? You see, she hit like a truck, right? She hit like a truck, right? I don't need her missing. That's one thing. I need my soldier to hit right now. My little redhead is a head case. All she like to do is fight. All she like to do is shoot. And you know what? I just give her the target. And I say, go ahead, do your thing, little mama. And she smiled and said, thank you. And she go ahead. She a little head case. All she like to do is shoot. But you know what I'm saying? I fuck with her for it. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody like that on my squad for real. You feel me? I need somebody like that on my squad for real. Because I can't be the only guy. I can't be the only person on here on go. You know what I'm saying? And then my one other teammate, you know, she healer. She ain't supposed to like to fight. And then the other nigga, he kind of like watching fights. He said he don't like being in it. He like watching it. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. That's fine. But he got to pull his weight or he getting off the team. I ain't paying his weight. You feel me? I ain't paying his tab type shit. That's too much. But yeah, guys. Closing thoughts, you know, all I can say really is that, will I survive this? Or will I just constantly be blowing myself up forever? Will I find the answer to this long quadratic equation that I have thrown myself in? Is this position better? Or is it worse than the position that I might show you in the next Adventure Time? You guys will have to let me know if you remember in the comments down below. Yeah, and you know, I want to wish y'all a good day. Peace, love, and yeah, be nice to each other. I'm out.